When dusk falls cool as a rained-on rose, and a tawny tower the twilight shows. With the crescent moon, the silver moon, the curved new moon in a space that glows. A turret window that grows alight, there is a path that my fancy knows. A glimmering, shimmering path of night, that far as the land of Faery goes. And I follow the path, as fancy leads, over the mountains, into the meads. Where the firefly cities, the glowworm cities, the fairy cities are strung like beads. Each city a twinkling star, and I live a life of valorous deeds. And march with the Faery King to war, and ride with his knights on milk-white steeds. Or it's there in the whirl of their life I sit, or dance in their houses with starlight lit. Their blossom houses, their flower houses, their elfin houses, of fern leaves knit. With frond spires and domes, and there it is that my lost dreams flit. And the ghost of my childhood, smiling, roams, with the fairy children so dear to it. And it's there I hear that they all come true, the fairy stories, whatever they do. Elf and goblin, dear elf and goblin, loved elf and goblin, and all the crew. Of witch and wizard and gnome and fay, and prince and princess, that wander through. The storybooks we have put away, the fairy tales that we loved and knew. The face of adventure lures you there, and the eyes of danger bid you dare. While ever the bugles, the silver bugles, the far-off bugles of Elfland blare. The fairy trumpets to battle blow, and you feel their thrill in your heart and hair. And you fain would follow and mount and go, and march with the fairies anywhere. And she rides at your side again, your little sweetheart, whose age is 10. She is the princess, the fairy princess, the princess fair that you worshipped when you were a prince in a fairy tale, and you do great deeds as you did them then. With your magic spear, and enchanted mail, braving the dragon in his den. And you ask again, oh, where shall we ride, now that the monster is slain, my bride? Back to the cities, the firefly cities, the glowworm cities, where we can hide. The beautiful cities of Fair Island, and the light of my eyes shall be your guide. The light of my eyes and my snow-white hand, and there forever we two will abide. The world is never the same once a good poem has been added to it. A good poem helps to change the shape of the universe, helps to extend everyone's knowledge of himself and the world around him.